Alright, we are back in Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. So, let's see what we have as far as quests right now. Let's see, Caradoc told me to meet Gurf Hunter in the capital of the Forlorn Swords. Do we have any other... I helped Ailey with the hospital. Oh, that's right, that's what we were in the middle of. Maybe we're checking in on her after some time. So, where was the hospital?
You doing okay?
I'm trying to remember where it was. Home, Urfer, Boyer, Croakmoss Skin, Bonksy. Dude, it's not labeled. Did it say after some time? So I guess I need to wait a few days or something anyway. Alright, so I need to meet Tyrannus near the statue of the Morning Harpist. Alright, let's go to the map. Do I have a marker for Morning Harpist? I do, it's down there. Okay, I'm right next to a teleportation stone. So let's run over here. And... burp, 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 burp. Okay. And let's go check this out. Looks like it's up here. I remember this spot. This is where we fought the two guys that were scalping people. Jog on up this way. Oh man, I might have to go all the way around. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had a good day. I know I haven't had a lot of time to focus on the chat itself while I was dealing with Boy. But today was pretty good for us. Played some games with Boy. We've been doing Darktide a lot lately. And I've been looking forward to... Darktide has an update coming out soon that they're adding this guy that's got a robot dog. Or I don't know if it's a cyborg dog or just a robot dog. But we were looking forward to that. And then I had the only thing I had played before playing with him was Psyker. And he wanted to be Psyker. So I was like, alright, I'll make a new character. And I started playing an Ogren. And that was kind of cool. Anytime he went down, Ogren have huge resistance to getting interrupted, so I could just shamble over there and res him, and he'd be like, okay, little guy, up you go. And then I was playing that, and then he was like, alright, I want to try out the veterans. I was like, alright, I'll make another new character, and I started playing the Zealot. Oh my god. I'm in love. Yo, friendship with Psyker is over. Zealot is my new best friend. I am... basically running around with a giant chainsaw sword, and if things don't die from the chainsaw sword hitting them when it's off, they die when it hits them when it's on. It is wonderful.
Your silence carries weight.
It is absolutely wonderful. Also, I've got the aura that removes corruption on it, which no other class can do, I'm pretty sure. And the power that basically just makes the whole team invulnerable and stuns all nearby enemies for a few seconds. It's like such a tide turner. Tyrannus, what up?
What's on your mind?
I found Eckhart's research journals.
Good. Very good. I assume you've decided to climb further into the guild's ranks then. Are you ready for your next adventure?
Let's see. I'm ready for my next assignment.
I'd like you to find Calum and bring me his research. He's a former guild member and a cruel man. He took the idea of life as a form of energy a little too much to heart, and it's made him potentially dangerous. We expelled him and cut him off from our resources, but as you might guess, that didn't slow him down for long.
Where can I find Calum?
The owls are hooting that he's holed up in some hut at the swamps. But knowing that lunatic, he won't be doing his experiments anywhere out in the open.
Okay. New quest, over my dead bodies. Looks like I can just run there. But yeah, the Zealots running around, the aura that removes corruption, the, I also got this pretty cool ability, what is it? It's like an enchantment or something on my sword, and it's like, if it swings through 3 enemies, the cleave on it goes up by 200% for a few seconds. so I can just like basically just like left click spam and just mow down entire hordes. And it's glorious. And if there's something that doesn't work on, usually revving the chainsaw part of the sword does. Because the chainsaw... Oh, that guy went up high. The chainsaw thing has armor piercing. Does Darktide play like Vermintide? Yes. There's two things that Vermintide has that Darktide does not. And that is scoreboard after the match to show you how you did. And the other thing is chat integration. It doesn't have that. Where are my other summons? Alright, there they are. They're just extremely slow right now. But yeah, it's a 4-player co-op game. There are 4 classes, and they each have different strengths and weaknesses, and bring different things to the party. But yeah, it does play much the same. You know, it's PvE, you're trying to accomplish missions and keep each other alive. From what I understand, Vermintide is Warhammer Fantasy, Darktide is Warhammer 40k. Yes, that is accurate. Warhammer 40, Darktide is, you're in the future on, like, spaceships and cities on, like, colonized planets, guns, grenades, stuff like that. I love fighting the weak mobs because I get 5 gold per kill. Ah. Oh, hello. Oh, that went like right underneath him. There we go. Reinforced chest. Must have come off this wagon that they attacked. A bunch of weird ingredients here. Alright, we're at that giant skeleton again. And here's our target, apparently. Calum's Journal. The spark of life. It exists in every living thing, yet we fail to grasp its true nature. In plants it manifests as unyielding growth, their silent resilience against time and decay. In humans it is the mind, the soul, the force that drives creation and destruction alike. What if these two sparks could merge? Could we create a being greater than the sum of its parts? A union of strength and intellect, instinct and wisdom. Early observations. Plants are remarkable. They heal wounds that would destroy a human. A cut, a break, it matters not. Growth overtakes damage, always striving forward. But what they lack is intent, purpose. A plant does not choose, it simply reacts. Humans, however, are slaves to their frailty. The mind is strong, but the body falters. If I could combine the two, if I could bind their sparks, perhaps I could create a new being, free from weakness, free to thrive in ways nature alone could never allow. The first steps. I have collected samples, roots, vines, blood. Each holds its own spark. Yet they repel one another like oil and water. I must find a bridge, a medium that allows the sparks to blend without extinguishing one another. My current theory lies in a unique reagent, distilled from weirdstone. Its mutagenic properties might serve as the key. A suitable subject. The human body is a fragile vessel, but not all vessels are equal. Those untouched by purpose... Those untouched by purpose, unmoored souls who drift through life might be more receptive. I found one such vessel, a girl, lost and forgotten on the street, her spark dim but present. She will not be missed, and she will serve a greater purpose than herself. In her, the experiment begins. Progress and setbacks. The graphs hold, but only temporarily. The body rejects the plant matter as foreign, and the spark dims with every attempt. The girl is less responsive now. Her spark wanes, but I cannot stop. Failure means nothing without persistence. If her spark fades completely, I will find another vessel. The work must continue. The spark must ignite. On the guild's ignorance. The guild claims to seek the truth, yet they bind themselves with their precious ethics. What are ethics but a chain on the pursuit of knowledge? If they understood what I aim to achieve, they would kneel before the beauty of my work. But they will not, and so I must work in secret. The Forebloom. A name whispered in myths and half-truths. They say it was the first plant, the root from which all life in Avalon grew. A spark of creation itself, untouched by time or decay. If it exists, its essence could hold the answer to my search. The ultimate spark. Today I discovered a map, or what remains of one. The markings lead to a cave, hidden deep in the weird-touched forest. Could it be the Forebloom's resting place? I have to know. If the Forebloom is real, its spark will surpass anything I've ever seen before. Pure, uncorrupted. I leave it done. Should I not return, let this serve as a record of my intent. The Forebloom is not just a key to understanding life, it is life, and I will claim it. Tyrannus asked me to find the alchemist Calum. Okay, so he's at this Forebloom place. Wait, is he?
Their deathless eyes stare in lidless gloom, beckoning you ever closer to their waiting doom. With fetid breath they watch your plight, your failures ever warming their endless night. They breathe in concert with your pulsing fear, waiting jaws open every time you're near. No sense of time, no patient thought, they whine and mutiny with each subscription bought.
Where do you come up with this stuff? Thank you for the sub, Neoff. Alright, so I think this is the body of the lady he was experimenting on. Horrifying. Calum's subject observation. The Forebloom essence radiates unparalleled vitality. Okay, so they got the Forebloom. A spark unlike anything else. Subject 1, though frail, may yet bridge the gap between human fragility and plant resilience. Procedure, injected diluted Forebloom essence into the subject's bloodstream, augmented with weird stone. Monitored reactions closely. Results, 1 hour, stable. Pigmentation resembling plant tissue spreads across skin. 4 hours, accelerated healing observed. Partial integration of vascular systems. 12 hours, severe tremors, fluctuating vitals. Subject's frame struggles to contain the spark. The essence resists confinement in human vessel. If she survives, the potential is limitless. If she fails, I must refine the formula and find a stronger subject. Entry 20. Subject 1, female mid-teens malnourished. Subject to graft live plant tissue directly into the subject's arm. Procedural. Surgical graft performed, treated with weirdstone solution to enhance spark conductivity. Results, plant tissue initially bonded, showing signs of vascular integration. Within 12 hours, graft decayed and subject entered catatonic state. Notes, plant tissue sparks dim when introduced to human host. Subject recovery unlikely, seeking new specimen. I don't know if the guy who wanted Calum's stuff wants these papers too. Oh, there's corpses down here. Okay, so he's done experiments on a few. Let's see. Quest. Find Alchemist Calum. Why does it have a why is there a marker here? I don't know why there's a marker there. Let me zone out. Let me see if there's anything on the map. Find Alchemist Calum. Let me look in the bag again. Where was that last entry? Today I discovered a map, or what remains of one. The markings lead to a cave hidden deep in the weird-touched forest. If the Forebloom is real, its spark will surpass anything I've seen before. Pure uncorrupted, I leave at dawn. Should I not return, let this serve as a record of my intent. A cave hidden deep in the weird-touched forest. I mean, assuming all of this is the weird-touched forest, a cave could be anywhere in this. Okay, hold on. So the quest marker is still in the house. Maybe there's something in there I overlooked? Is there a... can I move? I don't know if it's like Skyrim where you can move a body. No, I don't think I can. There's nothing that took damage in that radius. And it says her inventory's empty. There's nothing to grab here. And he said, I found a map. I don't see the map still here. Maybe he took it with him? Possibly. Oh wait, there's more research entries here. Research entry 1. Specimen Vitis vinifera, grapevine root. Objective, to observe and isolate the regenerative spark within plant tissues. Procedure, sample was immersed in weirdstone extract to amplify cellular activity. Observed under a magnifying lens for spark behavior. Initial regeneration accelerated by 20%. Cellular spark emitted faint bioluminescence under weirdstone influence. Notes, while robust, the spark lacks directional purpose. Further enhancement needed to mimic human intent. Entry 5. Specimen, blood sample, homeless girl, unnamed subject. To identify the spark within human cells and determine its compatibility with plant tissue, procedure, blood centrifuged and treated with distilled weirdstone extract. Analyzed for reactive spark behavior. Results, spark identified but erratic, reacting violently to weirdstone. Notable degradation in cellular structure within 30 minutes. Notes, human spark is volatile. Requires stabilization before grafting attempts proceed. Okay. Hey Muck, playing same build along you. I just started and find out you can't have an arsenal of spells. Yeah, it's... the spells come from almost like an item in your hand. Dude, this marker right here messes with me. Can't make a bonfire here. Try passing some time. Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Can't do that there. Can I use his bed? Let's just wait 24 hours. Just sleep 24 hours in the murderer's bed. If he comes home and I'm just asleep there, no big deal. Basement smells worse. I think it's about it. Alright. Okay. So my only lead right now is that note that said I found a cave in the woods. Bye! Love the Avalon space program, so efficient. Yeah, Elon Musk could learn a thing or two from this. There's one clipping through the tree. What? I just lost half my health. The one in the tree. There's a big weird symbol there. Maybe that's it? Also, I can't tell if there's more over that way. Let's try going over there. Woo! What was that? That made me jump a bit. Oh, did he get out of the tree? Guess he got out of the tree, chat. Don't know if it's even nighttime or if it just always looks like this in the swamp / forest. That's interesting. Sneak just leveled, and I wasn't sneaking. I was doing an attack that they didn't see coming, and that apparently was enough. Oh no! Dang this guy. I didn't even realize it was weird o'clock until that guy was on top of me. That is horse crap. So unfortunately, my go invisible instead of dying, I think triggered at the same time. I can't tell if that triggered at the same time as the Arthas. Arthas. Dang it. The king power. Wrong king. That's the Lich King. Oh my god, he's still coming? Dude, go away. Why did that shot curve off into space? That should have killed that stump. New location discovered, the pit. Oh gosh. That stuff is, sturdy. Eh. Ah, there. Okay, there is a zone line here. I was right about that. That is not the spell I was trying to cast. Alright, let's see if this is the cave with the dude we're looking for. That would be mighty convenient if it is.
Are you a friend or a foe? Have you come to take my place?
Take your place where?
In the sacred mission, taking over the feeding and guarding the abyss so it never spits out its insides. I've always known that one day my successor would appear. We always have. I will be the master, and you will be my apprentice.
What?
You will take over the sacred mission.
What is the sacred mission?
Look down. Can you see anything? No? That's exactly as it should be. I guard the abyss. The abyss requires feeding. I hunt down lives I sacrifice to the abyss. This way, the abyss is calm and Avalon is secure. If not for this sacred mission, Avalon would face unspeakable suffering.
Kind of already does.
It would be the end of our world.
Just saying.
This is my sacred mission, and it can be yours if you so choose.
What is the abyss?
The abyss is a gate that separates us from all that's evil, all that's at the very root of our suffering. It's chaos and darkness. The abyss must remain closed. We must ensure that the gates never open. The sacrifice is essential to keep the abyss contained.
And you truly believe all this?
Oh, would you really risk the fall of Avalon, knowing its fate rests in your hands? It's not about fate. It's about necessity.
Avalon is falling, regardless of your mission. Trust me, I would know.
I respect your wisdom, my apprentice. The question remains, will you take on the sacred mission as the apprentice, or as the feed?
What? He's like, are you gonna be my apprentice, or am I throwing you in the pit? I need to think about it.
I see, but don't delay for too long. I don't know how much life I have left in me. Return as soon as you've made your decision.
Well, this is not what I thought I was going to find here. Time-worn scroll. The Abyss requires noble souls, Merlin and his acolytes, powerless. The sacred mission is a solitary path. Druids are helpless, ancient evil. Knights of the Abyss, sworn illegible. Master Gaith's journal. Woke up sweating again. The Abyss. It's just sitting there, but what if I miss something? What if I forget a ritual and that's it and the world ends because I messed up? Check the locks, the seals, everything 3 times over, maybe 4. You can never be too sure. What if they're weakening and I don't notice? Can't shake off the feeling. Made the usual offering to the Abyss, but what if it's not enough? What if it wants more and I don't realize? The thought alone is enough to freeze the blood in my veins. What if the legends are wrong? What if what I'm doing is actually making things worse? No, I can't think like that, but I can't stop the thoughts. It's a vicious cycle. Night's the worst. It's just me in the silence and my thoughts screaming at me. Every sound makes me jump. Is it opening? Is it happening? My heart won't stop racing. Talk to the Abyss today, out loud. Asked it to give me a sign that I'm doing okay. Nothing. Silence. It's probably silly, but I needed to try. I guess it would be worse if it actually answered. Master of a Car's journal. Another day watching the Abyss. Sometimes I wondered if any of this even makes any sense. I perform the rituals, I say the words, but what if it's all just nothing? Still, the what if keeps me going. I can't risk it all on a hunch. Did my rounds, perform the offerings, part of me scoffs at the actions, but another part is terrified of skipping even one step. The thought of being wrong, of unleashing something terrible, that's enough to keep me in line. 9th of Rowan Moon. Questioned everything again today. Is this whole mission just a tale passed down, losing meaning with each generation? Yet here I am, because the consequences of being wrong are too grave. Better safe than sorry, right? 10th of Rowan. Felt a bit of resentment today. Why me? Why this burden? But fear is a powerful motivator. The fear of what might happen if I don't do my part keeps me tethered to this spot, performing rituals that I hope are more than just ancient superstitions. 11th of Rowan. Nights are the hardest. Doubt creeps in with the darkness, but then I think about the potential consequences of not doing my part, and I push through. I can't let my doubts risk the world. So I continue even if part of me questions it all. 12th of Rowan. Sometimes I talk to the Abyss, asking for a sign. Anything to show me that what I'm doing matters. The silence that follows is both an answer and a question, but the fear of what could be keeps me rooted, following the rituals just in case. Master Dowd's journal. Another day, another dawn. Spent it, like always, staring at the pit. The say what's down there could end the world. Can't say I'm all that curious. I'm just here to keep it shut. That's fine by me. 8th of Oak Moon. Made my usual rounds, checked the spells, chains, wards. All quiet. Some think it's a boring job. Me, I find peace in the routine, plus someone's got to do it. 9th of Moon. Offer the usual to the Abyss. Old legends say it keeps the things on the other side happy. Don't know if that's true, but I'm not about to stop. If tossing a few lesser souls into the dark keeps us safe, I'll do it daily. 10th of Oak Moon. Had a thought today. What if there's nothing really down there? What if it's just stories to keep us scared? Then I laughed. I guess it doesn't matter. My job's the same either way. Keep watch, keep safe, keep the gates closed. 11th of Oak Moon. Night shifts are the loneliest. Just me and the stars. Makes you think. About home, about why you're here. But then the sun comes up, and it's